Well, you mentioned investors. What does it take today for an investor to start in the real estate industry?
Well, that's the good word right there, start. It really is to start and get moving. What you really need to start with is finding, first of all, you have to have a passion for real estate. That I see a lot of people that got into the real estate game because that's what everybody was getting into. Kind of like everybody got in the stock market when it was booming because they were getting into it. Well, I don't have a passion for stocks, but I do have a passion for real estate. And I think that people need to have a passion, an attraction to wanting to own property. So the second thing that they need to do is put together a trusted team of experts. And people think that that's difficult, but it really isn't. I use the acronym in my book, TEAM, which is Trusted Experts, Advisors, and Mentors.
Oh, that's great.
Plenty of people out there that get paid to help you accomplish an objective. They don't get paid until the objective is accomplished. And, of course, there's a lot of salespeople out there, and that's the problem with the real estate industry. But there are a few top-tier people out there, I'd like to include myself in that are willing to educate and get them through that first home. The learning curve of buying that first investment property is pretty steep. But you need to have, as an investor, you can't just have one facet. You need to have a team of people. That includes your trusted real estate agent, your trusted a mortgage lender, that pulls the whole team together. You're a good title company that knows how to deal with investors and dealing, especially if you're out of state. Property manager, insurance companies, repairmen, contractors, sometimes for building architects. So what I do, I call what we call the key trusted advisor. A lot of times there's a key trusted advisor that has already these people already set up in a network that you can step into. So find that key advisor, somebody who's trustworthy, is not looking to make a buck to sell you a property just to make you a buck, but for the long-term, long haul. I always told all my clients two things. Number one, I would never sell you a property I wouldn't buy myself. And number two, I find that every sale is two sales. Number one is I sell it when they go in and help them through the process, but somewhere down the line, 5, 10 years, they're going to sell it again. And I want to make sure I'm selling them a property that they're going to be happy with and that they're going to make some money on. And so that's in a good area, and so I would find a key trusted advisor and a team of trusted advisors. And, of course, it's all education, making sure that you learn. And make sure you learn. Be careful of these so-called coaches, real estate coaches out there that are really charging a lot of money, to coach you, and they may not even own their own investment property. I've seen people living in apartments that were real estate coaches. And they charge it. They get in this network of people, and they charge tons of money for the service. And they're really the only people making the money are the people that are putting on the show, so to speak. And so you don't necessarily have to pay a lot of money to have a real estate coach. You just need to find somebody who's willing to help you through the process. The other thing is you can't go into it with just no assets. That's another misnomer. Now people go in and say, I'm going to buy zero down, and I barely have a job. I don't even own my own home. Really, the easiest way to become an investor is to buy your first property, and then turn that property into an investment property, and then go buy another one and live in it for a while, and then live in it for a while. And I kept my last home, and I wish I kept the home before it. And so that's the easiest way to become an investor. Buy that first home, keep it as an investment, then buy a second home, keep it as an investment, move to the third home. And gosh, I tell my clients in their early 20s, in 3 years you could have 3 investment properties, all properties that you bought with owner-financed money because you moved in, with owner-occupied financing because you were able to move into it, live there for a little while, and then rent it out and buy another one. So that's the easiest way to get started as an investor.